I'll be reacting to Bill Divine hashtag 000000 code black episode 10. I will be watching it off of Crunchyroll's website, and I'll start my reaction in 1-0 go. Oh yeah, I'm pumped up for this. Okay, what are thoughts? A match against the King would have this much impact. At least that's what I'm assuming, because I don't think all those sour noises would be happening. It's just a shame of all the opponents that are going to take on the King, it's Sakura of all people, because she's not exactly the best player of the game. But hey, who knows? This could lead into some cool shit. I'm saying that I do love her aggressivity. And you know what? I guess in a way it could be cool to see Sakura take on Rika, because if there's any character that needs to shine, it's Sakura. If there's just only one downside, though. Since Sakura doesn't have any wins on her belt, it's going to make the match feel potentially not too tense, because it's going to be like at least a foregone conclusion that Rika's going to win. Which, if the series had given Sakura maybe more moments in the series to actually achieve some victories and matches on screen, then I'd be like, okay, you know what? I feel like she has a shot. But who knows? Maybe she'll at least make the match close, and that'll make for an entertaining set piece at the very least, even though I'm assuming the conclusion is going to be that Sakura's going to get absolutely eviscerated in the match. Especially considering all the feats that the series has been giving Rika. They've given her a lot of feats in comparison. I mean, just by the simple fact of her beating Teruto multiple times is a pretty grandiose feat. Fucking love this theme song. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. A wish. Oh, so they're doing this bullshit again where they're skipping through the match. Okay, I mean, at the very least, there's starting out with like their full on life energy, so at least it's not as rushed as the previous match. But it's like, come on, it's a fucking card game anime. Part of the point is to also show off the card game from start to finish, because that's how Duel Masters did it. That's how the Yu-Gi-Oh series does it. That's how Shadowverse does it. That's how Card Fight franchise does it. It's kind of annoying how this series is pretty much skipping through some important shit. But who knows? Maybe they'll make the rest of the match look fucking cool. Hey, you know what? She's got a point. Yo, no, seriously, she's got a fucking point. Huh? I don't know what he's talking about. Or maybe she's just trying to make it feel. She's saying that, yeah. Saying it with a slight bit of pain in her voice, though. Well, the best you can do is just try to apologize to Hiyori and Teruto at the very least. But yeah, she got a point. She has to at least win, because then the actions that she took, if she were to lose, would be pretty. It'd be completely meaningless. So I could see Sakura's perspective here. And I like this. At the very least, it shows you that, yeah, she knows the actions she took were morally wrong, and she acknowledges that. She's not trying to pussyfoot around the issue. I just like how Rika doesn't even feel a single bit threatened at all, just by her facial expressions. It really adds extra tension to the scene because it just shows us how unlikely it is that Sakura is going to win. Damn. Okay, the animation here looks fucking beautiful. Yeah, they're pretty more quality here than when Rika was taking on Teruts a few episodes ago. Because you see a lot of animation spheres, dynamic backgrounds. Honestly, this episode has all the visual works. I love how that's what's more important to her. I think he's giving Teruto a bit too credit when she's calling him super kind. I mean, yeah, the current Teruto is going to like that. Oh, I like how she looks like Andre now. No, it wasn't more than that. I'd say friend, considering that they spend some time with each other. Yeah, so it'd be more of a category of friend. Oh, at least she acknowledges that she didn't do much. I love that self awareness. Oh shit! I think now Rika's gonna take this shit seriously. That looked like it personally triggered her. But yeah, looks like she's about to go to full on business mode now. Because I love how it started out with our Rika being cocky, being like, "Y'all can't have possibly." Damn. Yep. Like the moment she heard the type of bond that Sakura has with Teruto, yeah, that was gonna insanely trigger her. And not that I completely blame Rika because she's in this emotionally darkened state as a result of Teruto's actions. So I'm not gonna blame her for what she's about to do, if I'm being honest. Because this all goes back to Teruto treating his sister like shit. Even though Rika deserved to be treated amazingly, if you ask me. And just how the dude was just peace out without even saying anything. I just hope whatever he does, he doesn't do anything bad against Rika because I really want to see her stay safe. But you'll not look in her face. It's perfect. Damn, she's bringing out the big guns. I love the animation too when you see the light get out of the creature's eyes to just better portray its destruction. Damn, talk about kicking someone in the ground when When they're already almost dead. Jeez. The thing is, though, on the board, it's currently Rika's advantage, though, because Rika has a lot of strong creatures right now. Huh. Oh. Huh. Yes. Okay, yo, Rika might actually lose. Oh no, because they're gonna. Oh shit. Oh, I thought for a second it was gonna be some kind of like potential third party to like cause a muck in the situation. She doesn't sound none too pleased here. Ah, Kika. I'm assuming. Oh, son of a bitch. And that's what I said earlier. Even though, yes, Kika had less life than Sakura, our girl Kika just had more cards on the board that were more favorable towards her. Oh, that's a good question. If anything, whoa, what type of roughhousing did they do when they were kids? Kind of making me wonder if Kiko were to win this match. I wonder if she would just absorb Sakura into her body, and we'll get like the Kiko with the black hair again. That's what I'm wondering. Oh snap! And it's scary too. Just the situation that our girl's in right now. Yeah, I had a feeling that she originated from her. Only because they looked really similar. Another savage. But this was what makes Kika such a good antagonist, though. Aww. Now it kind of makes me feel bad for Sakura now. But yeah, I'm not going to blame her for trying to cling on to any chance of life, though. And you know what? Nothing wrong with banking on odds like that. It's a shame that our boy can't just play a card game to open the door. Ah. I'm assuming Todoto is going to go for both. But if you had to pick one, I'd say go with the future. He's gone way too far to be worrying about shit like that. Because Todoto doesn't seem like a guy who would be cowardly. We're talking about a guy who's willing to gamble all of his chips when you have his opposition like bet only small amount of chips. So I could see why something like that wouldn't deter a boy at all. That's a damn good question. Unless it was an accidental occurrence. Oh. Oh, yeah. Her wish was probably just to be with Teruto and not bone with him. It kind of does, though. Yep. She hit the nail in the coffin. Yep, she fucking called it because of the way she sounded angry there. And I love the irony here, too, because they're both similar because Kika's wish of being with Teruto is probably not going to easily occur. Just like how Sakura's wish of wanting to have a body isn't going to be an easy occurrence either. Oh. Oh, yeah. Well, it makes sense because Teruto probably must have been thinking that she must have had a good reasoning for why she took the actions that she took. I mean, hey, with that, he's got to completely respect that conviction there. But hell, is disappearing completely isn't. I don't think Teruto's going to care about things like that, though. What he cares about, yeah, exactly. What he cares about is the experiences he had with Sakura. That I don't think it's substantial enough because we haven't really seen Sakura do enough of guiding Teruto. That's where I feel this series probably needed like maybe 2 or 3 more episodes of Sakura guiding around Teruto for something like that to be justified from a dialogue standpoint. Still a great episode overall, though. Regardless, I fucking love this episode, but I'm not going to deny the fact that this episode feels a little rushed. The thing that Kika has to realize is that Teruto belongs to no one. Oh. Oh. Yeah, okay, now it's gonna stink. Ah. I gotta admit, this is gonna be the most impactful loss in the series by far. Damn! I actually went through with it. Okay, that is way darker than your typical card game anime. I'll give the episode credit. It had balls. Hmm. Even though I feel bad for Kika, what she did was pretty fucked up. Regardless, I'm assuming that we're gonna see the completely original Kika here. I'm gonna be surprised if it's just Kika but with black hair like she originally had. Oh, never mind. Oh, never mind. Yo, Wonder Boy has to go up against that. Oh, shit. Oh man, it's gonna be fucking badass. Yes. And the way she's reacting just to be facing Teruto, even though Teruto is looking at her face with like absolute content. But now it makes me wonder what this shift to deal with like the Dawn is head's planning now. I gotta admit, this episode is fantastic. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. If you're wondering why I didn't give it a 10 out of 10, is because again it felt rushed. But that's no, that kind of is the fault of the episode because I really wish they would have probably I wish they would have expanded the content of this episode into like 2 episodes, you know? Only because I feel like with the build up that Kika's had, I wish they would have expanded to 2 episodes so that we could get to see like the full on match between both Kika and Sakura. But what they gave us in the match, it looked beautiful. So I'll give the episode credit for at the very least making it entertaining as fuck because it was. And there was a lot of plot progression. Because Sakura was defeated this episode, she disappeared. Seeing her disappear was pretty sad. Even though they didn't give her a lot of build up, I still think they did a good job of making her loss impactful. This episode raised the stakes with Sakura now gone, which is something that I've been waiting for in the series because I've been wondering, okay, when are we going to get a high stakes match? Well, we had it this episode. We're going to have another high stakes match in episode 11. So that's why I thought the writing was great, despite the execution probably warranting that it should have slowed things down a little bit. And another thing that I also thought was damn great. Okay, PV time. Okay, that sounds insane. I love it. I wonder if something's going to happen to Kika. Where the shifty old bastard's going to be trying something against Kika. Because that's what it feels like. Although, who knows? Could be wrong. And there are elements that I also loved about this episode because, from a character standpoint, I love how Sakura has to regret over her actions and how she straight up apologized for what she did. That was a lot of good character development. And it also showed you how much she values Teruto. That was actually really sweet, and it made Sakura even more lovable. And I even love the fact that they emphasized that even though, yes, she was a part of Kika, Sakura is her own individual. And I love that too. It gives Sakura a little bit more individuality. And that's why I love the episode from a writing standpoint. I thought they wrote Sakura beautifully. And especially the way that our boy Teruto so badly didn't want Sakura to disappear actually gave it another emotional punch here, too. Even though, yes, people do make fun of the fact that the only thing that Teruto cares about is freaking bread. I like how this episode emphasized that he cares more about things than just bread. And I thought that was actually really sweet. And to its credit, this episode also justifies that it's an episode where they were in like the resort, because it wasn't for episodes like that, then Teruto's friendship with Sakura wouldn't have felt authentic. Because I felt his friendship with Iori felt authentic. Like the moment they introduced Iori, it felt quick, but it didn't really click on me that Sakura and our boy Teruto had a really authentic relationship until after that beach episode. So I'll give credit where credit's due to the series also. And having some nice build-up relationship episodes sprinkled out in at least the middle portion of the series so far. So that's why I thought the build-up for the characters were good. And I love our boy Teruto's character development too, because although he says straight up that he's not going to abandon Kika either, which is nice because at least Teruto is going to gain a sense of responsibility. Now I just hope we have a bit where he actually apologizes to his sister, because what he did to his sister in that flashback was pretty fucked up, if you ask me. But hey, he's still on the point where he can be redeemed, so I hope we get that, and I hope this series takes advantage of the opportunity of at least hearing an apology from Teruto. Because I feel like it'd be a narrative misstep if our boy faces his sister, beats her, and that's it. We don't get any development after that. But overall, great stuff from the episode. Yeah, it does, Spirit Chaser. It feels like that guy with like the dot on his head is gonna overtake Kika. Just because I think I hear in the preview, his voice says Battle King, which is like, okay, makes it feel like he's gonna either maybe possess her body or do something midway in the match. It happens in some card game animes where you got a match between two major characters and then it gets interrupted by a third party. Could be wrong though, but I've seen it happen a lot of card game anime. Specifically, Yu-Gi-Oh! Loves doing this a lot, where you have a match between two characters, and specifically whenever Yugi and Kaba face each other, like in the Pyramid of Light movie and also in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dimension of Darkness movie, where whenever Yugi and Kaba face each other, there's always like a interruption from like a third party, from like some Egyptian evil from the past, always interrupting their matches in these movies. And so, yeah, it's giving me the vibes that the series might take that route, which, depending on how they handle it, Spirit Chaser, I won't mind too much. As long as the execution is good, then I'll be happy. But yeah, overall, though, great episode. By far, one of the best episodes of the series by far. And visually, it was amazing. Again, the Sakura bias shows this week because they made the match look beautiful. It was gorgeous from start to finish. I'm like, holy shit. The animators they never hide their love for Sakura ever. You can definitely tell Sakura is their favorite character to draw, because even like the way her creatures are drawn with like the dynamic backgrounds, the far away shots, they definitely know when to make a scene look good. I can only hope they give the same loving care to Teruto next week. Because the Teruto is always a coin flip. You never know when it comes to Teruto whether he's going to get a beautiful looking episode or a mediocre looking episode. With Sakura, it's like it's guaranteed greatness when it comes from an animation standpoint, of course. But yeah, overall great stuff. I'm definitely excited to see what they're going to do next week. But anyways, right before I go, I'll just say thank you very much to Spirit Chaser and Jasmine Patrick. Thank you very much for calling to the live chat, and thank you very much everyone else for watching my video. Hope y'all read it, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later if you come back for more. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much for watching my video, and have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.